What we do here is go back.
Hi, welcome to Away Games Podcast. I'm your boy Zim, and
I am Sean. It is me. It is I.
Dano, that was smooth. I like it. I like it.
Arsenal's performance against Tottenham. Hey.
These Arsenal fans, you need to stop getting gas, fam.
Hey.
You need to stop getting gas, fam.
No.
It's Spurs.
No.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
Like Mourinho said, yeah, we don't look down the table. We only look up. So we beat somebody that's better than us.
He mocked you still.
He did. He did. He spent a lot of time mocking us.
But he didn't get the result.
No.
Yeah, you have
not
to back
even
it
the
up.
performance. Not even the performance. It wasn't flat. Tottenham were flat.
It's a weird one. He used to be someone who's always backed up his points, but like since what, 5 years ago, ain't been the same.
No, it hasn't.
Ain't been the same.
He's lost his touch.
I don't know what's going on. Like
he really has lost his touch. He's not the manager that he used to be.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what's crazy is it's taken Arteta 3 games to get his first victory against him. It took Wenger quite a number of seasons.
Yeah, it's mad.
A number of seasons to get his first victory against Mourinho. And I think his first victory actually came against Chelsea Mourinho in a Community Shield.
True.
Yeah.
So on extra time, I want to delve in a little bit more about Mourinho still, because I think it's a generational thing, and it makes me wonder. And this is a bit of slander, even postulating the question, but how would Sir Alex Ferguson have fared in this era of football?
Interesting.
No, he would have done bits, but obviously it's just posting the question. Anyway, extra time. Anyway, so you might have noticed something new. Me and Sean are here in person, in the flesh, direct in effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything he sees.
This is in the future as well, isn't it? So COVID regulations done out here.
Yeah.
But even if it wasn't,
Technically
he lives here.
One of us has got the jab. So technically speaking, one of us is COVID free.
Which one is it?
Which one it is?
It's mad. Let's get into football related stuff.
Let's do football.
Because all of this jab stuff, yeah, is gassing me for the Euros, yeah. And I just want to think about football. I want to think about like throwing beers in the air, like if England score a goal. Yeah, because my Newcastle lifestyle was. Are you doing faces?
Don't throw a beer at me, because I would not be happy with it.
I'm talking about in the air, bro.
I don't care.
Alright, cool.
Beers on me, innit?
Cool.
But Euros will be lit.
Euros will be lit indeed, man.
But let's get on with it.
So first game of the weekend, that was Leeds versus Chelsea, Mourinho's old club, and like my predictions have been slightly better than yours. It's fair to say.
This weekend. Yeah. This weekend, man, were better.
Alright, cool.
And even last weekend, actually, that was better.
What do you mean, though?
The weekend before. When was this weekend Man City beat Man United? Man United beat Man City.
Last weekend.
Okay, yeah, that was your weekend. Yeah,
What you mean, bro?
This is my weekend.
You're skipping time. Bro.
I thought there was a week between that.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I predicted Chelsea to win this match. It was 0-0. I thought Havertz was gonna like get a tune. Well, Tuchel was gonna get a tune out of Havertz, and this was gonna be the match, but didn't seem to work out.
No. He played alright though. I actually did watch the game. He played alright, and I think Chelsea did play well, and I think they were a lot better on the Tuchel than they were after Lampard. Even though I was so Lampard in.
Yeah.
Tuchel did play a lot. The whole squad played well. I just think Leeds. It's kind of weird, but for the first time, I think Leeds actually defended soundly.
Yeah. So you think they've learnt their lesson?
I think they have.
It's a bluff.
I think they genuinely. I think that Leeds, and I think if Leeds are able to get this balance of defense and attack, I think next season they're going to be a really dangerous team. Not saying that they're going to go and win like Champions League or go Europa League standards, but I think they're going to cause problems.
Yeah, but they've been causing a lot of problems to big teams, exactly.
Yeah.
But under Bielsa, he's been causing problems to big teams for at least a decade.
He's a manager.
Do you know what I mean? Like I remember Man United playing Atletico Bilbao, and like everyone who played in that match for United said that they just passed them and pressed them off the park. Do you know what I mean? And that was a Bilbao team that wasn't, head and shoulders above everyone else in La Liga. It was a decent side. Do you know what I'm saying? So with this Leeds team, it's the same sort of energy, that same sort of grip. So I'm surprised to just see a 0-0 that they're involved in.
But for both teams, because Chelsea have been scoring, they haven't been conceding, but they've been scoring. So I'm surprised that Leeds kept them out, and I'm surprised because Leeds are always scoring that Chelsea kept them out. It's actually
It
one of the
didn't make
most
sense.
unpredictable games.
Yeah.
It didn't
So
even make
so
sense.
it wasn't our fault then, basically.
No, it
wasn't.
It was the teams.
Yeah.
I think they both just came out and thought, okay, the team likes to attack, let's defend.
Yeah.
And then they both just defended, and it just ended
just-
up in 0-0. But I do think on the balance of things, Chelsea should have won that game.
Yeah. But they didn't.
They performed better there, but yeah.
Leaves United in good stead. And Leicester.
I think it's a better point for Leeds than it was for Chelsea.
That's a good way around it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, do you remember your prediction for Crystal Palace versus West Brom?
Palace win.
Yeah, and so I said the same thing.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think I went 2-1 for Palace.
Yeah. And yeah, man. I mean, did you catch the highlights of the game?
No, I haven't seen that game yet.
Yeah. The only thing I saw the goal. Like, to be honest, I think with a game like that, Palace and West Brom, I'm not expecting sparks. I'm not expecting anything. Only thing that made me think Palace will get the victory would have been like Eze or Zaha or something like that. And it didn't prove to be any of those, to be fair. So it was one of them ones. It was a hit and miss. Palace got the victory. I'm just glad for my prediction. So.
Yeah, same. I don't really. There's nothing to that game to be honest. It's just a game. It's literally just a game.
It's a filler. It's a filler,
It's
isn't
a
it?
filler. It was just a Saturday game to put in there, just in case something else happened. Just in case there was nothing else for me to do. Just flick it on to Palace versus West Brom.
Alright, so that result that I definitely did not expect.
This.
So this was either our fault, either I don't know what Burnley thought they were doing, bro.
This happened.
Like, yeah, Burnley against Everton.
That point against Arsenal was giving them proper confidence.
Yeah, probably, but Everton have been getting good results. But their form away from home is better than at home as well. They're another one of them teams. Like United.
Liverpool.
It just doesn't make sense. But Calvert-Lewin got a goal.
Yeah.
So he's been back on scoring and that.
Really happy for him.
But I don't like.
I still don't understand the scoreline. Like basically, Burnley 2, Everton 1. Don't understand how, because in this game, Everton were the straight up big team to go up in this game. Top 4 hopes, trying to get into the top 4. Everything was on their side.
Under pressure.
Funny enough that you say that, because I think a lot of the teams, I think the Evertons, the West Broms, West Ham, Leicester City, are gonna crumble soon.
Everyone's been saying Leicester City, and I wanted to come up, but obviously they played on Sunday. I don't see that with Leicester, and I know last season they did that, and I know under Brendan Rodgers, Liverpool crumbled as well all those seasons ago. But I don't see them doing it twice in a row. Like, and they've got a lot of injuries now, but they're managing it.
Yeah, they are managing it, but I believe that as the harder fixtures of the bigger teams, they're gonna crumble. You're talking 5-0 against Sheffield United. At the moment, sorry to say this to Sheffield United fans, but I think everybody can beat Sheffield United this season. Yeah, they don't even have a manager.
Yeah.
They don't have the manager walked out.
I don't know what gassed them to think, the solution is sacking Chris Wilder. Like,
they don't even have a manager at the moment, and that is. 1 second. This is some editing. Rolling back, keep rolling back. Rolling back, keep rolling back.
Before we were rudely interrupted, nothing's changed. Okay, so
everything's exactly the same.
Everything exactly the same. So man, I think Leicester. I think people are underrated them. They're sleeping on them. Both, bro. Same words, fam. Synonym.
You said underrating them.
Synonym.
Is underrating a word? Comment below if underrating is a word, because I don't think it is.
It is, bro. It must be. Because, what is the act of to underrate someone? If you underrate someone.
Oh, yeah, true. Underrated actors. Yeah, fair enough. Figure it out, don't worry. Don't comment. Leave it alone.
No, comment. But I might be wrong, innit? I might be bluffing. Double bluff. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, the last game was Saturday. It was Fulham vs Man City, and like went to the script really.
Man City 3,
boring.
Yeah. But
Aguero got a goal.
To be fair, to give it to Fulham, it took Man City some time to score.
Is that what we're measuring it on?
Listen.
What? Because they scored in the second half.
You were talking about a second bottom team.
No, but do you know
at least they got to a 45-minute without City scoring. That's an accomplishment for Fulham.
They're third from bottom.
That's
so they should be doing better.
Alright,
Should be doing better, man. But no, on the real, like, City are one of them teams where they, like, psychologically... who said it? It might have been Rio that said it. Like, after a while, Like
Shout, yeah.
the mental side of like playing against a team that dominates that much possession is really demanding. Like they pass you off the park, and one mistake could lead to a goal, and then once that goal goes in, to be able to get back into that shape that you were in before that made it so difficult for them to break you down is really difficult. So
No, I hear that. Yeah, no, shout out City for that. They're just the dominant force at the moment. I think that you guys were one of the teams that could beat them, honestly speaking, because I think it's a rivalry, innit? Derby Day is always there's no form when you go to Derby Day, yeah. Derby Day is a whole new day. It's its own day. So obviously when United beat them,
my words, innit? Yeah. But it's true. But what do we gain from it? Innit? Like we're still second, like, but it is what it is.
Result is that one as well.
Bro,
I didn't even clock that result.
you know better things. Are you sure you did better than me this week, club? Because you're not knowing a lot of these.
I believe I did that. I believe I actually picked Brighton to beat Southampton.
You believe?
I believe.
You want that to have been the case?
I believe I picked Brighton to beat Southampton. Only reason why is because I've been picking Brighton to beat all the teams they just faced. So I don't think I'm gonna change this week.
So there was no like we're supposed to be respectable predictors and that.
Basically,
so it's not based on anything.
If you want respectable results, Zim. If you want flukes, me. I'm the king of the flukes.
No, you got Arsenal right though, but I will come to that later.
About my team.
Alright, true. So you didn't actually think they were gonna win?
Of course not.
You did say that you didn't trust them to win.
Yeah, I believe they could win. Didn't trust them to win. But anyway, come on.
Alright, cool. Brighton. So that one didn't make sense to me because, Southampton, they've been getting decent results like post the 9-0 and all of that, and obviously they're at home. They won their last game, bro.
Yeah, that's their first win since the 9-0 or something.
Yeah, but like no, in the league they won.
Yeah, in the league, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been losing and drawing every other game since that 9-0.
They've been playing hard teams though. They played hard teams. Like this is Brighton, fam.
Yeah, but Brighton is on. Brighton beat Liverpool. Obviously, this Liverpool casting as a big team. So yeah, this is.
Brighton are fourth from bottom, bro.
But Brighton have won a lot of really interesting games this season that they shouldn't be winning. They've won. So Brighton in the game against certain teams.
You're just justifying your fluke, fam.
Yeah, I know, I'm justifying the fluke. But Brighton against certain teams have just been winning. And the thing is, because Southampton got that one win, I didn't think it was a turnaround.
Okay, yeah.
But whereas Brighton, I knew. I'm thinking Brighton have been playing for World.
Yeah, no, they play potable and that.
Trossard has been really on top form. Mopé's been in good form. They've been playing well. They just haven't got the results in their favour yet. And like I said to you the other week, Lewis Dunk is a better defender than Eric Dyer. And they've.
I like the way people say, like just to round up stuff that they say that's controversial, bro. Cause you know Tottenham fans will be onto you. So you're like,
Lewis Dunk is a better defender.
You say it so slyly, like it's not subtle, fam. No one casually just says I'm like that. Anyway, alright, cool. Yeah. So,
this one I think we predicted it.
Yeah, but not that scoreline still.
Yeah, no, I've given up on Sheffield United completely now.
Salute to I just want to shout out Iheanacho. Ibo Kwenu. Yeah. Like, I saw the goal with my dad, and we both got gas in it. Obviously, we play Leicester next. How is this happening, bro?
Rolling.
Yeah, man. My dad and I we saw the goal, and I was just like, yo, he's been obviously on the sidelines for quite a long time. Not easy to get in ahead of Vardy, but it shows that he can play with Vardy, and Vardy's got the quality to be able to find him as well. Like the assist that he got that game shows that. Good. Yeah, Vardy's a quality player.
The second assist was cold.
He's an all-rounder. Yeah, man. Left foot, right foot, weight of pass and all of that stuff. Like he's not just a fox in the box. He's an all-rounder.
No, but Jamie Vardy's definitely one of those stories where it's like his hard work to get to where he is at the moment.
Yeah, 100%.
Is admirable.
Yeah,
absolutely admirable.
100%. But yeah, no, back to Iheanacho because it wasn't a Vardy thing, but salute to Vardy though. It was just a thing where it's like it's not easy to be on the sidelines for so long, and once you do get chosen, take your opportunity, and he did.
That his hat trick, banger. His third goal. That was a banger.
It was mustard, innit?
Yeah, I love the way he just looked around and was like, well, nobody's closing me down yet. You guys haven't seen me score 2. Cool. Just like it bottom right left corner. Bottom right left corner.
No, it was 6.
It was a good goal. It was a good goal.
I like how you said that as well. Bottom right left corner. That's mad. Fam.
Like literally, it was a really good goal.
How do you do bottom right left corner?
because he shot in his bottom right. That's what he was shooting.
Yeah.
But it would put the goalkeeper in the bottom left.
I like that. I
So
like
it's the
that.
bottom right, left corner.
That's a new one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you just dub stuff.
I told you, king of the flukes.
No, but what do you think of the game, though?
Think of the game. Sheffield United. I hate. We've all known this. I've already known this about a week now. Sheffield United are relegated. Yeah, they're done. They're so done, and I don't understand why they would sack Chris Wilder. That's something I just don't get. And the thing is he's partially right. Sheffield United need the players to be able to maintain Premiership football.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hearing that one of the reasons why he got sacked was because he kept telling the management and even interviews saying that Sheffield United is currently full of Championship players, which is obviously for the players isn't a nice thing to hear. But I think as a manager, when the board is not listening to you, you do take those things public.
Yeah.
To try and get a reaction, and the board didn't react.
But I do think they know that, though. That's the thing. You don't want to hear it. You're right.
Yeah.
But I think it's common knowledge that Sheffield United players aren't top tier. And what he did with them last season was punching way above their weight.
Exactly. And I think for him to do that and punch way above their weight, his hope was that they were going to invest in him now.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They just were like, oh, well, do you know what? You did so well with this squad. Carry on.
Just like that. Bob's your uncle. But no, Bob is not your uncle.
Yeah, no. And the Premier League...
And Fanny's not your aunt, for sure.
Even Arteta came out and said it last week and said that the top teams in the Premier League, if you look at how they've done that, is to spend. To remain in the Premier League, you have to spend.
But maybe it's different for the bottom teams, though.
No, you still have to spend. If you bottom teams, but if you want to stay in the Premier League, you have to spend. You have to build quality. And that's what the Premier League is. And last season, I think they got a really good result. They had the opportunity to actually go out there and get decent players that would have kept them in the Premier League this season. But they just didn't. Because you're looking at, for example, Fulham, Leeds, and who else has come up this season?
Who else came up?
Fulham, Leeds, and West Brom.
Was it
West Brom? Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think it's Fulham, Leeds, and West Brom were three teams that came up this season. And you look at what... Okay, Leeds, fair enough, actually had some quality players in their squad. I can't even deny it. When I look at the Leeds squad, but even still, like players like Rafinha were brought in.
Yeah.
They did bring in some top players to be able to add to the quality.
Maybe they've got the money to do that. I don't know the Sheffield United situation, especially without fans.
Exactly. It's very true. Without fans, it's a very different situation. But for them to be where they were last season and to be where they are this season, they're doing worse than Fulham. At the beginning of the season, if you ask every single footballing fan which team is getting relegated for sure, everyone picked Fulham.
No one rates Fulham. No one has ever rated Fulham.
Nobody rates Fulham. But they're currently on 26 points and they can actually come out of the relegation zone.
Do you reckon Fulham will stay up though?
No. But I'm saying they have a chance. They
really do.
They have a chance. They have a better chance than Sheffield.
Brighton.
Yeah. Better chance than Sheffield United. Why is Sheffield United in this situation? Because they didn't spend money. They didn't invest in the squad after such a good season.
I'm surprised they're not officially relegated though. Like, why? How are they still not officially? They just clawed back some really weird wins.
I think if they win 4 games and these teams lose 4 games, they get back in the game. But I don't see that happening.
No one sees that.
Nah, Sheffield United are done for.
Like, especially after sacking Chris Wilder as well. It makes no sense.
But then that's an interesting topic because where does Chris Wilder go next? Apparently they're looking at Eddie Howe, Sheffield United.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the sort of manager they need. They need an Allardyce for a bit.
Yeah.
And then after a while, once they got that stability, then they could start playing expensive like Eddie Howe and that.
But I think Sheffield United at the moment is just shambles over there. I wish they had spent the money last season. It would have been nice to see them.
People like them.
It would have been nice to see them compete. But even like Ramsdale, I can't lie to you, he's not a good goalkeeper. He's not a goalkeeper.
But he's in the 23-man squad for the under 21s.
Yeah, he is.
So,
but this is what we're going back to last weekend. Just because you're an international does not make you a good baller.
It's up for debate. Put in the comments whether you think if you're an international player that makes you a good player. Boom. Alright, cool. Let me go into Man United. So that was a bit of a Man United won, West Ham.
You better skip it because I want to talk about that game.
Of course you do, yeah. Duh.
I'm gonna spend time on that game.
Alright, cool. West Ham. Do you know what? Robbie Savage was saying that on MUTV. Like, what did people expect? Like, because West Ham didn't like pose a threat at all. They came for a draw, and you're just thinking like Man United haven't been good at home. So what did they have to lose by going and playing and trying to attack, trying to score? But Man United. It's not like we've had an amazing run of form at home. But then he was like, okay, well, so some people were like, okay, Man United are, you know, just sorry, I lost my point. That's gonna be edited out. Edited out. I realized that I was trying to say Man United were. What was I trying to say? I think I got amnesia. That's bad still.
I was about to sing a song about amnesia, but I don't know a song about amnesia.
I know a song about amnesia. That's the ironic thing. But no, it was something like Man United are. Yeah, they're not good at. They haven't been good at home, so you would come out, and then, but West Ham should. Yeah, okay, alright, cool.
West Ham should have basically attacked you guys more.
No, yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
But why didn't they? Like knowing that Man United haven't had good form at home, like why didn't they come out at us? But it's because of like how well we've started off, like in big games. But it's not a big game technically. But then like the likes of the game against Man City, like Man City play expansive like the same way all the time, innit? And because we're a good direct team and counter attacking team, we were able to punish them. But then when we're playing against a team that's not expensive, I guess like West Ham, then it's harder for us to break down them.
That's actually shocking.
So that's probably why they were defensive. Yeah, they were defensive because they know we find it hard to break down teams, but at the same time,
they didn't try to attack.
Yeah, they didn't try to attack until like what, the 60th minute when they brought on like Lanzini and Bonarama, and then you started seeing them have chances. But like we created bare chances, like 17 chances or something like that. Like Greenwood was mustard, like his movement was great, touches, both feet. Like it was unlucky not to score. But on another day he'll get his goal. I think if he gets like a goal, like and keeps on playing up front, I really love seeing him up front rather than on the right. He's not bad on the right, but like up front is where he does his business. I think you'll start seeing him like really bag some goals. And right now with Cavani injured and Martial injured, like I don't know how long that will be for. But Cavani's not looking to extend his contract, so for the foreseeable future, unless we get Haaland.
He's actually just came out and said that he loves paying for the shirt. It's his dad that's come out and said that he wants to leave, but he's.
Why would his dad say that though?
Contract negotiations. You know how they like to play the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's fair.
He's probably trying to negotiate a new contract, a better contract for himself, more playing time, whatever. And he's probably now his dad's come out and said one thing, he's come out and said another
thing. Yeah.
So that it's contradicting, and then it's.
I didn't hear that. Was that today?
I don't remember when I saw it. It's either today or yesterday that I saw that he actually posted.
Was it on his Instagram?
On his Instagram or his Twitter. And when he was just saying, "I love playing for the show" or something like that.
That's yeah. I guess he just doesn't want the fans to dislike him.
Maybe, at the
same time, the fans aren't even in the ground right now, so.
I don't think Man United fans care too much, if I'm honest with
you. Yeah, no, it's not that deep anyway. It's not, It's not
if he doesn't want to play for the club, then
it's not that deep.
And I think, like I always said to you about Cavani, he was never an on-purpose signing for Man United, and that's why I think he's always been a waste of a signing to United. But
no, when someone's free, it's not a waste of signing for him. You're stubborn. You're just bitter, fam. It was bitter because you didn't get him.
I don't want him.
You're bitter, fam.
I don't want him.
You do though.
I don't want him. I've never wanted Cavani. Cavani misses sitters. I don't want Cavani.
Who's bagging for you, fam?
Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Saka.
So why are you where you are on the table, bro?
Because we had a poor start to the season. We had a very long. I said to you, if you
actually
watch
did you?
If you
watch
my
go into Arsenal.
If you watch my Arsenal preview, of this game, I said in one season,
yeah,
Arsenal have given me everything. We have had the worst relegation run in the world. We have had a great winning streak. We have had an away record. We have been the most defensive team. We have been the worst defensive team.
You're preaching. We have been you're fully
We have
preaching.
created nothing. We have created a lot of chances. We have had everything in one season. We've had a rubbish midfield. We've had a good midfield. Solid midfield. We've had everything in one season. Pepe has been missing. Pepe has arrived. Willian has been missing. Willian has arrived. It's been everywhere. Like,
You're a
Arsenal
pastor.
has been everywhere this season.
You should be called a football pastor, fam. The way you're doing, like, and the African football pastor as well. He has been missing. He has been. It's crazy.
They have been everywhere. So going back to what you were saying is, no, I wouldn't want Cavani because I know that we've got ballers, we've got goal scorers.
We've got ballers, but not goal scorers though. Like, how many goals have you scored this season, fam? Like, your goal difference isn't great.
No, it's not, because we started to concede. We started to score, we started to concede. It doesn't make sense. When we weren't scoring, we weren't conceding. Then we started scoring, now we are conceding. How does this make sense?
No, but you scored 37 goals. It's more than Palace, but you ain't been bagging
It's
like
more
that.
than Liverpool. It's more than West Ham.
It's not more than Liverpool, bruv.
Oh, wait,
Liverpool scored
where's the
48,
goals?
fam.
Oh, yeah.
You scored 11 less than Liverpool. Leeds have scored more than you. Leeds scored a lot too, sure.
Basically, so I think by that, yeah, we're supposed to be in the table.
Yeah, exactly. You need goals, bro. You need goals. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but it's been a poor season for Arsenal in general. Like, no matter what. Like, this is why Arsenal fans are gassing the North London derby so much, because we've got nothing to celebrate.
The only thing,
nothing to celebrate in the league. So it's just nice to, especially like I've said in the thing, we hate Tottenham, we hate Mourinho, we hate Levi, we hate Kane, we hate Bale,
You hate Kane.
we hate
He's an Arsenal supporter.
I couldn't care less. The only player in Tottenham that I actually love with my heart is Heung-min Son. The whole team in the bin. Eric Dyer in the bin. Alrock in the bin. Sanchez in the bin.
Sanchez is a calamity, fam.
Calamity.
Chat about the match, fam. Chat about the LLT.
No, it was nice. Do you know what? Yeah, when the Rabona went in, I was nervous.
You were nervous. We shouldn't have gone. That goal was.
It was cold. It was
that
cold.
goal
Do you
was
know
so
what?
sick.
No. I'm lying. When the Rabona went in, my feeling was, Arsenal, don't lose your heads. Don't drop your heads, because this is what happens every North London derby. The North London derby, Arsenal fans will know this. Whoever scores first loses.
Yeah.
Loses.
Yeah.
And when they scored that sick goal, I was like, a part of me felt like, they're gonna run away with it, because they were non-existent. They were just non, and it was the same in the first leg. As the first time we faced them last season, beginning of this season, they were non-existent. And they just came in, scored 1 goal, scored 2 goals, we're out of the game. So as soon as they scored that goal, I was thinking they're going to do the same thing. Mourinho's planned this to the T again. Just let Arsenal have the ball, let them have all the possession. Because that's when he came out and had the interview, and he said possession doesn't win you football matches. Was after the North London derby the first time around.
Yeah.
So he was like, so I expected him to do the same thing, just sit back and wait for the counter attacks. And then the first goal went in. The Rabona was. When I tell you the goal was
rude, it was absolutely rude.
And the thing is it's one of those goals where nobody could do anything about it. I couldn't.
It went through someone's legs as well.
Partey's legs. Yeah. I couldn't blame Partey because he came up to him in the right way.
Yeah.
Everything was perfect. Lender's positioning was perfect. It was just, one of those pieces of play that are just so perfect. Yeah. There's nothing that can be done about it.
It is intricate. Yeah.
It was just that. It's like Lionel Messi's goal against PSG. That was a banger.
That was dumb. That goal was them goals that get you off your seat. That's what I'm talking about. Chucking beers in the air.
Yeah.
If I had a beer cup, I'd just fling it. I paid £5 for the whole pint. Fling it. Don't even touch it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's it though. Like, obviously, in a game where you go down, you're thinking, oh man, and then end up coming back and winning. That's even more satisfying.
Yeah. It was because it was more satisfying because when the sun went off and Lamella came on, I was like, watch this clown do something. I knew either 2 things were going to happen. Either he's going to score something, do something amazing, or he's going to do something dumb.
He did both.
And he did both. Because he's... Do you know what? If you actually watch Lamella when he's actually played against you, I don't know if he's played against United, but I know when he's played against Arsenal, he's that player, that he's there and he's just pinching players.
Yeah. I've seen it.
And he's just kicking man's Achilles and all these different things. And he does that so often that he's an irritating person to play against. And I thought, who's he going to go after? Granit Xhaka. And I knew he was going to try and go after Xhaka because that's the person that he knows.
Yeah.
Get under his skin. He's going to get a vexed red card. We're winning this game. But luckily for us, he was done. He went for Partey and Tierney. And then man said, not today.
That's it.
North London is what? Red, mate. That's what Lamella got. Red.
No, I saw something like Arsene Wenger's won 475 games or something like that. And then
Tottenham Hotspur as a club, 475.
That's peak, man. That's really bad. That's
poor.
They can't. Yeah. So in that sense, yeah, they can't ever say North London's white.
No,
Like,
they can't.
when I saw that, I was just like, yeah.
And as well, if we just open each other's trophy cabinets, you can never tell me North London is white. Show me your.
What about the argument that that's in the past and that?
So
Or even even in the last 5 years, yeah.
Okay, 5 years, 2 years, a year.
Yeah, true. It's true. Yeah, because you're basically competing against zero kind of thing.
We've competed against zero for many years now. Like, genuinely speaking, when Arsenal go out there and play, like, there's many seasons where I can say Arsenal won trophies. And this is what I'm saying is that Arsenal's worst seasons have never been too far from Tottenham's great seasons. We've never been far. People will talk about, Tottenham were doing so well. Tottenham were 4 years ago were doing so well. But what did they win?
Yeah, there's nothing to show for it.
There's nothing to show, just good play. And this is why I personally think Harry Kane's going to leave this season.
Runners up a medal? That's not a medal, is it?
No, because Champions League runners up, they've got that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about.
So they got that medal.
Yeah. So you think Kane will go?
I think he's gonna go.
Alright, let's talk about that in extra time, man. Alright, cool. So,
but yeah,
who's your baller for the week then?
My baller of the week, I have to give it to Kelechi Iheanacho. A nice little hat trick for him this weekend. Even though I think Leicester are going to drop off, I like the way that they play. Like this weekend, what I saw was just a different team. They had 2 up front, 3 in the back. I think they had 5 midfielders. 3-5-2, I think they played. Different formation for Leicester. And I think that's quite nice that Brendan Rodgers can just switch it up. But Kelechi Iheanacho, I think people keep talking about Harvey Barnes. I think Iheanacho is going to take over for Vardy when he leaves.
Okay. Yeah,
I think he's going to bring
Barnes more of a winger anyway, so yeah.
I think he's going to bring a different type of attacker to Leicester. Because obviously Vardy was very much running through the back and
direct, pacey,
Iheanacho, I think he can score headers, left foot, right foot, long distance, bring players in. He's strong.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of striker to Vardy, and I think as Leicester move forward and Vardy decides to finally pack it in, Iheanacho is where they're going to be looking at to lead that front line.
That's a shout still. I definitely would have gone for that as well. Trying to think of someone else, to be honest, which I mean, I could give it to like the whole Leicester team, like because they've been dealing with a lot of injuries and they still managed to come out like on trumps, albeit against Sheffield United. Yeah, it's not much of a challenge, but salute to them. Salute to
Jose Mourinho.
That's literally mine as well, man. You can't be talking all of that smack and say you don't look down and then get beaten by a team that you say you don't look down at. That is
for them
outlandish.
Do you know what was mad to me about the performance of Tottenham is the first 10-15 minutes. What has Arsenal's weakness been the last couple of weeks? They've been getting pressed. Yeah,
pressed. Like just give from goal kicks and that, like just being sloppy with possession.
Pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure whatsoever. Arsenal literally had the ball and there was just no pressure. So when the Lamela goal, that's why I kind of felt confident because I was like, they're not pressing us. They're not trying anything. And the longer that they let us attack, it's going to just be a case of more of a case of when. And we'd hit the crossbar twice. Yeah. By the time that the Lamela goal had gone in.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's coming. The goal is coming. It just needs a bit of luck. And it was poor. And then obviously, penalty or not penalty, I think when in my preview I said it was a penalty. I watched it back again. I understand the standpoint of people saying it's not a penalty.
So yeah, what's your overall?
Arsenal are lucky to have that as a penalty.
That's interesting. That's a good spin.
Arsenal are lucky to have that as a penalty because do you know what it is? Is Lacazette goes to kick it. Yeah. If he actually connects to that ball, Sanchez blocks that ball. And it's not a corner. It might be a corner or something. It's a good block.
I don't remember where it was going because I remember initially thinking it was going out for a goal kick. But then, like, it was like he sliced it and it was kind of still in play. Yeah. So, normally, I would say those things are not penalties because it's like, it's nowhere near. Like, it wasn't going to be in control by the striker afterwards. I remember, like, a few weeks ago, who was it? Man United played someone and Tuan Zabi scored his first goal, which got cancelled, because Lindelof needs someone in the head, He flying needs someone in the head, like, I'm like, who does that, But that knee wouldn't have stopped, like, if he didn't do that knee, the same outcome would have happened, do you know what I'm saying? So with that penalty shout, like, I don't think it was a penalty because if if like he didn't kick it outwards, like it would have been out of play. Like it wouldn't have affected that pattern of play. So I don't like that.
I think like for me, I think if Lacazette connects with that ball, Sanchez blocks it. It's a good tackle. I think Lacazette completely misplaces the ball, and in swinging for the ball, he actually catches Sanchez.
Yeah.
So it's more of a case of like if you go for a kick for the ball and you miss the ball and you hit a player, technically speaking, it should have been a foul to Spurs. But looking at the view of Michael Oliver and going back to what Sanchez did, you need to be a bit smarter in those positions. You don't go diving into that mid-air.
He's always making
because what happened in that situation, Michael Oliver took it as he's now just taking out Lacazette.
Yeah.
And you can understand why.
But I swear VAR was checking it though.
But I've heard that VAR couldn't overturn it because
it's not clear and obvious.
It's not clear and obvious. They can see the standpoint of Michael Oliver.
Yeah.
So therefore, because they can see where he's coming from, they've given the penalty. But VAR shouldn't be used like that. It shouldn't be based upon opinion. It should be based on facts that it wasn't a penalty. But like I said, Arsenal were lucky to have that penalty. But again, sometimes you need luck, and Arsenal got that luck.
Yeah. You still have to finish off the penalty as well.
Yeah,
so yeah, well done to Arsenal. Big up to you lot. Well done. And yeah, a couple of things that I want to get into for extra time, and yeah, Mourinho and where his legacy lies will be one of them.
So yeah, we'll catch us on extra time for the Mourinho legacy, for the Kane story, and yeah.
What we do here is go back.